Take a hexagonal lamina of sides 25 mm rests on one of its sides on HP. The lamina makes 45 degrees to HP and the side on which it rests makes 30 degrees to VP. Draw its projections. So as he says that first we are going to look at the surface inclination. He says that the lamina makes 45 degrees to HP. So that means the surface of the lamina makes 45 degrees to HP. So since he has given the surface inclination with respect to HP, so obviously we have to start from the horizontal plane. So here we have started from the horizontal plane. As one of its sides on HP, make that side perpendicular to VP. So we can see that AF and CD both will going to be perpendicular to VP. So, and here when you look from the front view, all the sides are resting on HP. That means it is parallel to HP. Therefore, we will be able to find the true shape in the horizontal plane. Here AB, BC, CD, DE, EF and FA, all the sides will have equal lengths of 25 mm. And when you look from the front view, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible. DEF is away from the observer, therefore D dash, E dash, F dash will not be invisible. When you look for the 2D analysis also, we can see that the two edges or two sides are perpendicular to VP, and then by constructing the hexagon here, and to this, when you look from the front view, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible. DEF is away from the observer, therefore D dash, E dash, F dash becomes invisible. Then in the second position, as it says, the lamina makes 45 degrees to HP. In this case, there are two edges which are perpendicular to VP. One is AF and the other one is CD. Either we can rest it on CD or we can rest it on AF. In this case, we have made AF as to rest on HP. Therefore, A dash, F dash is on the horizontal plane, and which is rotated at an angle of 45 degree. In the second position, we can see that the surface is inclined at 45 degrees to HP, but still the surface is perpendicular to VP. Therefore, you are getting a line in the front view, that is in the vertical plane, you are getting the line. But when you look from the top view, we can see that the projected points will going to reduce that AB, BC, CD, DE, EF and FA. This is the projected sketch onto the horizontal plane. So here also we can see that this side is resting on HP and the surface makes an angle of 45 degrees with HP. So as we see from the top view, you are going to have A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F and F to A. These are the sides, and as we see here, the surface, the edges, the sides AF, A dash, F dash and C dash, D dash both are parallel to HP. So therefore you are getting the true length here, that is AF and CD. But AB, BC and DE and EF, A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash is inclined to HP. So therefore you are getting the apparent length here. D dash, A dash and D dash, F dash are also inclined to HP. Therefore DE and EF will also be apparent length. This will not going to have any true shape. Now in the next condition, the side on which it rests makes 30 degrees to VP. So here, as we see in the second position top view, that when the side is resting on HP, that means it should be parallel to HP. Therefore, you are getting the true length here. Since this line is in true length and the inclination is given is also true inclination, so this is the side which is resting on HP. So you make that side rotated by an angle of 30 degrees to VP. So from the projections of lines on the true inclination line, we are going to get the true length. Since this line is also in true length, therefore, and this inclination given is also true inclination, therefore you are going to reproduce the second position top view in the third position by rotating at an angle of 30 degrees and then project this to get the front view. So this is how we will be able to get the 2D analysis, and even in the 3D analysis also we can see as the A dash, F dash is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length here. So since the inclination given is true inclination, therefore you rotate the second position by rotating at an angle of 30 degree with respect to VP. In the second position, the side will going to be perpendicular to VP, that we can see here. So which has been rotated by an angle of 30 degrees with respect to VP, and when it's projected, you are going to get the front view here. So this is how we will be able to do the 3D and 2D analysis. How do I know that our problem is right? Even in the last position, even in the third position, you can see that the side is resting on HP. The side which is resting on HP is inclined to VP at 30 degrees, and the surface makes an angle of 45 degrees, and it is a hexagon of 25 mm. So this is how you see we have considered all the conditions given in the problem, and hence this will going to be the final solution. Now we are going to solve the problem by using the sketchbook. So to do that, first we will going to draw the XY line and mark XY and VP HP as shown. Since we need to write the pentagon, since we need to write the hexagon, so hexagon can be written by considering the arc center method. So first what we will going to do is, first we are going to draw a horizontal line and then draw a vertical line. Both will going to intersect at one point. By using the compass with the center point as the center, taking the radius of 25 mm and draw a circle, which will going to, first you draw a circle, so which will going to pass through this vertical line. Then and you mark this point as B and you mark this point as E, with B as center, taking the radius of 25, cut an arc on the circumference of the circle on the left side, and also with the same center to the right side you cut on the circumference. Similarly with E as center, cut an arc on the left side below the point which is F, and from here you cut it on this side, you will going to get this point. Then you mark the point as A, B, C, D, E and F, and then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F and F to A with a dark line. So this is how you will be able to construct the hexagon. Now to write the front view, so you draw a vertical projector from AF to the XY line, and you draw a vertical projector from B and E to the XY line, and you draw a vertical projector from C and D to the XY line. So when you look from the front view, A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, and when you look from the front view again, D, E, F which is going to be invisible. Therefore D dash, E dash and F dash will be in bracket. Then join A dash to C dash with a dark line. Since it is resting on one of the sides on HP, so we're going to take the left side as the consideration. So consider any convenient distance from the first position, and you mark this point as A dash and F dash. And by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 45 degrees with respect to the XY line, and then draw an inclined line. By using the compass, you measure the distance from the first position of front view from A dash to B dash. Then transfer it from A dash to on the cut an arc on this 45 degree line. You're going to mark this point as B dash and D dash in bracket. Similarly, you measure the distance from A dash to C dash from the first position and transfer it from A dash to C dash in the 45 degree line. Cut an arc on the 45 degree line to get the point of C dash and D dash in bracket. Then join A dash to C dash with a dark line. Now we will going to write the top view. To write the top view, draw a vertical projector from A dash and F dash to the top view, and draw a horizontal projector from A and F. Both will going to intersect at these 2 points A and F here, and you mark this point as A and F. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from B dash and A dash to the top view, and draw a horizontal projector from B and E. Both will going to intersect at these 2 points which is B and E, and you mark this point as B and E. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from C dash and D dash to the top view, and draw a horizontal projector from C and D. Both will going to intersect at these 2 points, and you mark this point as C and D. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to F and F to A with a dark line, so that you will going to get the second position. The side which is resting on HP is A dash F dash, which is parallel to HP. So now it is in true length, and the inclination given is also true inclination. The side on which it rests makes an angle of 30 degrees with VP. So the inclination given is also true inclination. Therefore, this length is also in the second position top view, the true length. Therefore, you reconstruct the second position top view by rotating at an angle of 30 degrees with respect to VP in the third position. To do that, first you consider any point and draw a horizontal line. By using the protractor with F as center, you mark this point as F. With F as center, with respect to the horizontal line, you measure an angle of 30 degrees below the horizontal line and draw an inclined line. Then you measure the distance from F to A by using the compass and transfer it onto this 30 degree line, and you mark this point as A. Then with F as center, by using the compass, by using the protractor with respect to AFA, you draw a perpendicular to this inclined line FA. Similarly, with A as center, again with respect to FA, you measure an angle of 90 degree with respect to FA and draw a perpendicular line to FA. Then you measure the distance from A to C. From A, you cut an arc, and similarly from F to D, from F you cut an arc. So you mark this point as C and D. Then to transfer the points of E and B, you measure the distance from A to this point and also from F to this point. Both will going to have the equal distances, same distances. With A, you transfer it onto this perpendicular line. Similarly, with F as center, cut an arc on this so that you are going to get these 2 points. So then you draw a perpendicular to this inclined line, that is AC and also FE. Then you measure the distance from this point to E and transfer it from this point to this side. You are going to get this point E. Similarly, from this point to B, from here you transfer it onto this side. You are going to get this point B, and you mark this point as B and E. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, and F to A with a dark line. Now we need to write the front view. To write the front view, draw a vertical projector from A and F to the XY line, as A dash F dash is on XY line. Similarly, draw a vertical horizontal projector from B dash and A dash, and draw a vertical projector from B and E. Both will going to intersect at B dash and A dash respectively. Similarly, draw a horizontal projector from C dash and D dash, and draw a vertical projector from C and D. Both will going to intersect at C dash and D dash respectively. And you mark this point as C dash and D dash, and mark this point A dash, B dash, A dash, and F dash, and join A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash, D dash to A dash, and D dash to F dash to A dash with a dark line. So this is how you will be able to complete the problem and to check whether our problem is right or wrong. So since one of the sides is resting on HP, the side which is resting on HP is inclined to VP at 30 degrees, and the surface makes an angle of 45 degrees to HP, and this is a hexagon of 25 mm, and we have considered all the conditions which are given in the problem, and hence the problem is